like, it's not like I necessarily need a sabbatical. It's like, well, I could have one. And why wouldn't I? When we came back from Ghana 4 years ago now, we would go around to various churches and share what we had been doing, and then I would do the children's story. I'd ask the kids, like, how many brothers and sisters do you have? And questions like that. And they would say, like, 1 or none or 3 or something like that. And then I'd say, you know how many kids I have? I have 100. Because in Ghana, all of my students thought of themselves as my children. And the church that I went to most regularly thought of me as their pastor, and therefore they were my children. So yeah, there's 100 people waiting, 100 of my children waiting for me in Ghana.
And presents.
Pardon me?
And waiting for presents.
And waiting for presents, yeah. I've got over 100 presents along, so I'm okay. But yeah, and it's sort of, it's this combination between that feeling of in some ways going home, and in other ways, most of the time there I have no idea what's going on. People come to me and talk to me in nice English sentences, and I still have no idea what that nice English sentence meant. I understand every word in the sentence, but I have no idea what this sentence just meant. And I have entire conversations there all the time. But I just had no idea what the conversation was about. I just know I can smile a lot. Another part of the experience that you may not realize is that there's a lot of boredom involved in being in a foreign country, because like there, it gets dark at 6 and the world just shuts down. And you have like until 6 until whenever you go to bed, where it's just dark and there's nothing to do.
Unless there's an all-night prayer service.
Well, then you can listen to an all-night prayer service in some language if you really want to. Or actually, no, you listen to whether you want to or not. It's pounding. We had all-night prayer services in the neighborhood that literally made our bed shake. And our bed sitting on concrete. Yes, you say you might as well pray, right? But anyway, I wanted to say thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm really sort of halfway between terrified and really, really looking forward to going back. And I will come back with lots more stories. So the rule about that is, the moment I tell you like 1 too many stories, say, Wes, 1 too many stories. And then I'll stop and we'll go back, come back here. Yeah, thanks so much for this opportunity. I already have my list of classes that I'm going to be teaching. See how it goes. So yeah, let's bow for prayer. God, you already know. That's so good. Because there's so much of this stuff I can't even explain here, and I can't even explain to myself. And we've all got this stuff. We've all got things that it's just all mixed up inside of us, and the words don't work, and feelings are all mixed up and messed up, and it's a blessing and it's horrible and it's confusing. So we thank you that you are there. That in all of those things you are there. And we look forward to future joy, and we look forward to future confusion, and we look forward to, and we look with terror to what is coming we don't know. And in all of this you are there. In all of this also we are there for each other. Thank you also for that. Thank you for communities of commitment, communities of covenant. We ask you to strengthen us in being one of those communities. Amen. Is that it never even occurred to Joshua that like there was this third option of not following any God. It's like, well, this God or that God or that God. Choose your God, right? It's like Bob Dylan, right? You've got to serve somebody, says Joshua. And so, and in a lot of ways, right, that's part of this decision. But it's different here in Morgantown, obviously, because it's not like, well, it's either this church or you can't go to church anywhere. Right? There's a church, every few hundred yards in this town. But you chose to be here. Right? Here you are. Whether this decision was made by you or your parents, right? This is an ongoing reality in many households, but one way or another, here you are. So, I hope handed out for all of you your own copy of this covenant, and I'm really hoping that at some point in the last, 3 years, first for many of you, you've had a chance to read it, and if this is all new to you, here it is, and it's about who we are, and what we are called to be, and what we are called to do. And what we do as a community is we sign this every year, because for some of us, do you want to be a member for the rest of your life? Wow, Deb and I didn't even do marriage for the rest of our lives. We said 70 years, and then we're going to renegotiate. Because forever is, unimaginable. So, right? So we're not even asking for 70 years. We're just asking for one. Right? Can you do this for 1 year? Can we hang in there together for 1 year? Can we support each other? Right? Can we do all of these things and be all of these things? And right, always remembering the last paragraph. And the last paragraph says, no, we're not going to do all of these things perfectly. We're going to screw up, and we're going to make each other angry. We're going to disappoint one another. And we're going to disappoint God. Right? But that's why there's this whole forgiveness thing, because we're just going to keep doing that too as best we can. And when we can't, then we're just going to keep working at it. So, what we're going to do is, we've got pens here. If you have little ones around, you're welcome to go and collect them, because they can sign or scribble or put a handprint on it, I suppose, if you wanted to. That sounds like an awful mess to me, right? But whatever works for whatever stage in life you're at. If you've forgotten, your name temporarily this morning, and just write down something else. And obviously, for people who aren't here, they can come and do this later. It's not like, well, if you don't come this morning, you're out. So I invite you to come and sign the covenant and just hang out up here until everybody has done so, and then we'll gather in our circle and do communion together. So that's the invitation for this morning.